What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. You're live with your boy Unique. Let's get it.
Unplugged and Uncut.
The San Antonio Spurs have been linked in multiple trades with multiple players. Today we're going to take a look at a trade proposal that actually satisfies both of the Spurs' needs. Bigs, shooting. So let's get right into that in today's video on Unplugged and Uncut. In today's trade proposal, we're going to see the Washington Wizards, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Brooklyn Nets. We got the Wizards receiving Trey Jones, 1 first, 2 second round picks. The Spurs getting Cameron Johnson, Jonas Valanciunas. The Nets getting Zach Collins, Malachi Brannon, 3 first round picks, and a 2nd round pick. All of those 3 first round picks have heavy protections on them, could become 2nd round picks. Now for the Wizards and Nets, they are totally doing this for the draft compensation, guys. For the Spurs, they are actually addressing 2 team needs. Now, if you're a Wizard fan, let me know if you like the draft compensation or if you think you need more. If you're a Net fan, let me know what type of pick compensation or draft compensation the Nets would be looking for. Before the Spur fans, let's take a look at this new look San Antonio Spur roster, because I think they could do some damage. They would have 14 players under contract with 1 open spot. I'll talk about the type of players they could look to get with that open spot here in a minute, but let's look at the projecting starting lineup. You got CP3, Steph Castle, Harrison Barnes, Cameron Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, followed up by Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Julian Champagnie, Jeremy Sohan, Jonas Valanciunas. And the last 4 off the bench, Blake Wesley, Sadi Siasako, Mamu, and Charles Bassey. That is a real solid lineup, guys. That second unit, Vassell, Keldon, Champ, Sohan, Valanciunas, each player can get you double figures easy. That is a 50 to 70 point bench, guys. That is really nice. You will have to have Blake Wesley play some point guard to help offset Jeremy Sohan in that second unit. You could also stagger CP3 and Stephen Castle's minutes. Now, I got Steph Castle in the starting lineup here because I do like the CP3 Steph Castle connection. I feel like we're getting that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander treatment right now, guys. Shai was not the player he is now before CP3. CP3 has a cerebral way about his passing game and the way he goes about his business on the court. I really think this helped accelerate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander into becoming the player he is today. And I think that's what the Spurs are getting with that CP3 Steph Castle. That knowledge, that wisdom, learning on the court. I don't want to take that away. But I really like the starting lineup. CP3, Steph Castle, Harrison Barnes, Cam Johnson, Victor Wembanyama. Ooh, watch out. New look Spurs could be awesome with this lineup. It's a realistic trade. It's players they can go after. They won't have to break the bank. They'll still have 29 picks between now and 2031. That is a lot of draft compensation. They cannot use all of that draft compensation, guys. Even with 7 picks going in this projected trade, the Spurs still have 29 in their war chest. That is a ton of draft compensation. I like this pickup for the Spurs. Let me know in the comments. With that extra player real quickly, with the Spurs being short at point guard, you could go after a Markelle Fultz. Really good defensive player, playmaker. Not the best shooter, but can get buckets on the inside. As a 15th player, you can do worse than Markelle Fultz. You can do worse than Elfrid Payton, Dennis Smith Jr., and Killian Hayes. Just a few players throwing their names out there that the Spurs could look to pick up. Also, if the Spurs wanted to make a 2-for-1 trade or a 3-for-2, they have the open roster spot to do that. The other reason I really like this trade for the Spurs is it keeps Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson. If the Spurs ever want to go big game hunting, Keldon and Devin Vassell make about $50 million combined. That's going to get you any superstar player. The Spurs would still be in the mix. And even if they didn't, this team as constructed would be able to compete for at least a playoff play-in spot. Let me know in the comments, do y'all like this trade proposal? How would you adjust it? Who do you want to see the Spurs pick up? And your boy is out. Peace.